Hello, I'm James Whittington-Phillips and welcome to week 13 of the Devising Logs. And so this week we have started to look at the ghosts. So we started off by refining and looking back over the dance of the Ghost of Christmas Past. And we figured out how Scrooge works into that and how we're going to do that around the stairs and work the stairs into it. And now all we got to do is keep rehearsing that and refining it and just get everyone on the same page with it. As I generally come in, I get dragged up and down the stairs. And I even get, it's like Scrooge even gets beaten up, and it's like, and also that also provides a bunch of areas to provide some slapstick comedy. What I need to work on, staying on my own 2 feet. I managed to fall over again. I say again, it has happened a couple of times. Don't even ask why. Also in terms of this week, we looked at the ghosts of Christmas present and Christmas future, or Ghost of the Present, or as we are going to call them, Ghost of the Past, Ghost of the Present, and Ghost of the Future. As it's a winter project, we keep calling it Winter Tales, and it's kind of got a ring to it. So I think, but we haven't got a title as of yet. So I do believe that's kind of the title we're going with. And so we looked into the Ghost of Christmas Present first, and it generally becomes as like a bit of a pantomime. It sort of developed as we went on. It sort of developed into a bit of a pantomime moment between the Ghost of Christmas Present and Scrooge, as she toys with him as someone's in his house. It's like it starts off with Scrooge asleep, and it's like, I had some fun, and it's like I started off on the floor, but then and it sort of ended up that I'm now standing up and sort of portraying that I'm in a bed, and boy did I have some fun with this. It's like I'm snoring audibly, and it's like I'm just taking jokes. It's like a bit like Scrooge. I sort of think I took a bit of inspiration from Scrooge McDuck. So it's like I'm snoring, like money, and just general things like that. And this, I hate people, and it's like I hate people. And it's like just trying to be funny like that. And then it's all like I get startled awake by the ghost. I end up sitting on the stairs. All of a sudden I get scared because I don't know where the ghost has come from. And it's generally like a slapstick moment, and we just start with the dialogue, and it's like that's going to develop here. And that's what we're going to develop the dialogue as we go along, but we don't have long. We only have a couple of weeks left until the thing. So we work in earnest to get as much done as possible, and just start to work in things like costumes, start to work with props, and just generally start getting everything done and starting to round it up and finalize it, ready to start the tour in about 3 weeks' time at this point. And with our first performance to Angel Shed in our home theatre, and then moving on out into the primary schools. I think what went well for me this week is I really started to develop the character of Scrooge and sort of find that balance of funny and serious and cruel, and it's like, and sort of I'm starting to see his journey, and it really also started to highlight for me his journey throughout the play. As I start off like getting the piece stuck in my eye, and then I start to meet the different characters, and just basically and it really gives an idea, and it also gives the idea of the journeys of all the characters. As we start to see how like the ghosts go back, and it's like we start looking at the ghost going back, how the ghost will go back with bad news and stuff, and how the ghosts actually arrive to see Scrooge. And so yeah, that concludes week 13 of the Devising Logs. Goodbye.